Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, brothers and sisters, today, this part that I'm going to give right now is going to be very short and very general. And who comes after me will be Muhib. He will be giving more details, and after that will be Shahir. We'll be giving more details on parts of the Isra wal Miraj. So right now I'm just going to give a brief timeline of events that happened for the Isra wal Miraj to kind of set up what they have to say. Now, something that I found very peculiar, you could say, about the speech that Imam Khalid gave is that there was the amount of time that passed was it's very hard to imagine. Because for the Prophet ﷺ and the earth, there was not even a second that passed on this earth. When he was back in his bed, his eyes still felt the same, his body felt like it hadn't been through anything. He felt peace, and he felt like tranquility. He didn't feel like he just took a year journey across the heavens. He didn't feel like he traveled miles and miles to a different masjid or anything. He felt like he had just woken up from a short nap. Not even, it was a couple seconds. But if, on the other hand, he had went on the buraq, he had went to the masjid, he had ascended the heavens, he had visited all 7 heavens, he had talked with Allah, the prophets, he had visited the Jahannam as well. He had done all this in the matter of, it could have been years, months, however much time it had taken him up there. But on this dunya, it was like a second. And I remember hearing about it, that someone, I don't remember specifically, but I think I saw it on a video of a sheikh who was talking about Isra Miraj. He said that when you look at the Prophet ﷺ, people call him the greatest role model of Islam, and they say that we should always try to be like him, we should always follow him. And that when he went on the Isra Miraj, he obviously left this earth to go and visit Jannah, Jahannam, the prophets, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's amazing because he gave the analogy of looking at it like a clock. Like the world is a clock. It rotates, it goes minute by minute, second by second, hour by hour. Yet when the Prophet ﷺ left this earth, it was like he was the power source to that clock, the battery, and the earth had stopped, subhanAllah. So imagine how much the Prophet ﷺ means not only us, but to this dunya, that when he was pulled from the earth to take to Jahannam and Jahannam, that the earth itself literally didn't experience a second until he came back and he was back in his bed. Subhanallah. Now, let's begin with the timeline. It starts with, before even the Isra and Miraj, it was when the Prophet ﷺ, he went through a lot of hardship, and at this time he lost 2 people very close to him. It was his uncle Abu Talib and his wife Khadija radiallahu anha. And this was very, very hard for him. The 2 people that supported him most on his journey, that were there for him at his toughest times, now they were gone, and he felt like he was by himself. Of course he wasn't, and he had the supporters around him, but when you lose someone close to you, it creates a void that is so hard to fill, and it makes you feel empty inside. And this is why the Isra Miraj was given. It was given as a blessing to him. And from the Isra Miraj, there was 3 specific events. The first event being when he took the buraq, the creature that took him from Mecca to the masjid in Jerusalem. And by the way, it was a matter of seconds. And if you take it now, it's correct me if I'm wrong, I think a 2-hour flight maybe, around that time. And it took him there in a couple seconds. From there, he went to the masjid and he met all the other prophets. He led them in salah. And the second timeline was out of this world, where he was taken to Jannah and Jahannam. He was visiting all the prophets in Jannah. He was with Angel Jibreel. He met with Allah. He was given salah. And then he went to Jahannam. And there's a small thing, hadith that said that when he would look to Jannah, he would smile and he would laugh, and when he would look to Jahannam, he would weep and he would cry because of the people that were getting tormented. And the final part is actually when he came back to this dunya and he tried to tell people about the Isra al-Miraj, and they did not believe him. Because if someone tells you that they traveled across the world or even ascended from this world within a matter of seconds of a night, and they're telling you about it like seconds after they said they did it, like, how are you going to believe them? So now inshallah, Mohib will be giving more details on the second part is Jannah and Jahannam, and he will be telling you in detail of each level that he gave and what happened. Assalamu alaikum.